Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Fit with Lee Strong. Today we're going to do more bicep exercises. We're going to start off with the preacher curl. First I'm going to show you how to do it one arm at a time with dumbbells, and then we're going to do two arms with the easy bar. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with the preacher curl. We're going to start with dumbbells, and this is what we're going to use right here. Now in a previous video I showed you on a different piece of machinery. That one was already set up. All you had to do was add a weight and you just go ahead and curl. This one is a little different. You have to bring either the easy bar or a dumbbell to use this one. It's a little bit different. Now, first thing I want to point out. First thing you want to do is get the seat to the right height. And what I mean by that is when you sit down, make sure your arm is all the way on. When you get your arm on here, your tricep right here should be resting on the pad, not your elbow. Now I see a lot of people go up too high and they have their elbows on. So when they start doing the exercise, it feels uncomfortable and starts to hurt your elbow when you do it because your elbow's digging into the pad. Now, make sure your seat is the right height and your tricep back here should be resting on the pad. Your elbow shouldn't even really be hitting the pad at all. Okay, so now that we have our seat adjusted, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a weight and show you how to do it. All right, so I have my weight, I'm ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be my working arm right here. I'm gonna use my free hand to help out. I'm gonna go ahead and help lift it up. And I'm gonna help hold it in place while I get my arm situated. Once I get situated, I drop this hand right here. Why? Because I can assist with my rep if I have to. Say I come down and I can't get back up, I can use this arm to pull it right back up. There's no shame in that, I do it all the time. So now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down. I come down to where I can see my bottom of my bicep in the mirror, and then I come back up. Just like this. And like I said, if I can't get that last rep up, I'm struggling, I can use this arm right here, this hand, to assist. I do it all the time. I struggle to get that last rep. I need a little assistance, so I do it. Remember, one arm at a time. Now this is gonna be my working arm, and I'm gonna use this hand to help out while I get my arm situated. Now that I'm situated, I just drop this arm out of the way, come down to where I see the bottom of my bicep, and back up. Same thing. Get some good reps in. And like I said, if you have a hard time getting that last rep, you can use this arm to assist get it up. And that is your dumbbell preacher curl. Really good exercise. Give it a try. All right, now we're moving on to the preacher curl with the easy bar. Now, I want to give you a really good tip. Now, I see people do this all the time, and I tell everybody and anybody, use the clamps on the sides to hold your weight steady. The clamps are easy. What you do is you squeeze them, and they widen right there. Then you put them on to keep your weights from moving. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate because I have a little story about this. This happened to me one time, and I was really embarrassed about it. I was lifting actually a little heavier than this, and I was doing this to get my arms ready. See how the bar is tilted to the side? And then I went like this, and the bar tilted to the side again. When I did that, the weight fell off, and then the weight fell off. That's when I didn't have the clamps on. But you notice just now with the clamps on, the weights are not going to fall off. That's very important. Luckily, nobody got hurt when those weights fell off. It was very embarrassing, and it could have been a real problem if somebody got hurt. So that's a really good tip right there. Use the clamps to keep the weights on. Okay, now that we have our clamps on, we are all ready to go. Now, this is what I do. I stand up at first and I grab my weight, especially for this piece, this equipment right here. It's kind of set up high, and the low bar is actually really low. So I stand up, I get a close grip, I grab my weight, and I come back and I sit down. I adjust my elbows, I get the pad underneath my underarm. My triceps are hitting the pad. Now we're good to go. So this is the same concept. I'm gonna come down to where I can see the bottom of my bicep, and then I come back up. Now we're doing a close grip right here. Now get you some good reps, and then put the bar back on. Now, you can also use a wider grip too. It's going to hit a different part of your muscle. Now, same move, just a wider grip. Same thing, come down, I see the bottom of my bicep, and I come back up. And when you're done, just put it back on the rack. And that is your easy bar preacher curl. Now we're moving on to the next exercise, rope hammer curls. Now, in a previous video, I showed you how to do hammer curls with dumbbells. Basically one arm at a time, coming up. Really good exercise. Now with the rope, you're gonna have two arms on the rope, and you're gonna come up and out at the end. Come up and out. Really good exercise. Now, you're gonna need a cable machine with the rope attachment. Now, what you're gonna do is walk up to your rope, and you're gonna grab it just like this. Now, what you're gonna do is keep your upper arm to your side. You're just moving your lower arm from your elbow down, up and back. So, just like this. Now, let me show you from a different angle. Remember, keeping your upper arms right to your side, but from your elbow down, you're moving that arm, that's it, your lower arm. Up and out. And that is your rope hammer curl. Really good exercise. So to sum up today's exercises, today we did biceps. We started off with the preacher curl. Now, first we started with dumbbells. Now, when you do dumbbells on the preacher, your primary target of your bicep is going to be your long head. Then we moved on to the easy bar. Now, according to your grip, If you have a close grip, your primary target of your bicep is going to be your long head also. Now, if you have a wider grip, your primary target of your bicep is going to be the short head. Really good exercises. Then we moved on to the rope hammer curl. Now, the primary target of the rope hammer curl is going to be your brachialis. Now, the brachialis is underneath your bicep. When you work your brachialis, you get more size, more width to your arm. Really good exercise. You got to try that one out. Now, like I always say, if you're first starting off, just go light, get used to the exercise, get used to the movements, and then when you feel comfortable, start pushing yourself by going heavier. And like I always say, get at least 4 good sets in, 4 good sets. Now, that being said, that is all for today. Until the next time, have a good workout.